TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight inside the Tulsa Expo Center at the Chili Bowl for week number 5 of the Dirt Series Indoor Nationals. This week it's modified racing, so this is going to be a lot of fun. And it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What is going on, everybody? Phil Lacasse here. Todd Stanton's alongside. Jack Chewin's on the controls. It is going to be an awesome night inside the Tulsa Expo Center. I finally get to come back and do a Sunday night show at Dirt Series with my partner in crime, Todd. How the heck are you doing, bud?
Not doing bad here this evening. It's rather warm in the Northeast for today. It was like I think 55 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be 61, and then we go live back in reality at 40 degrees. But definitely enjoying these 2 days out there. Visited out there with some mall shows there, some car shows up here in the Northeast. They're starting to be big here, so went to the car show down at the mall. Going to Syracuse, then there's one in Syracuse, then there's one in Scranton. So they're all over the place here. So car shows. So what's that mean? I'm going to start getting busy on a normal Friday and Saturday night.
It's a good thing, too. Racing season definitely coming in the air up here in the Northeast. We both kind of sit and, you know, I know the Georgetown Speedway had a opening night with the dirt cars last night. I know our buddy Bobby Farrell was down there as well. So, yeah, things are starting to inch a little bit closer up here in the Northeast. But it's definitely hot down here tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Going to be a great night and pretty dang good car count. I believe it's going to be somewhere around the mid-20s with modifieds this. I know you've been here, Todd, the last 4 weeks, seeing all the different types of cars. Last week you had trucks out here. And now we move to the mighty modifieds, and next week into the midgets. So these last 2 weeks going to be all open wheel, and we're going to be in for a really good night of racing, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely we're going to be in for a good night of racing here. It was a little bit different with the trucks. Those guys that have raced pretty much all the classes so far said the trucks were the most difficult class to get around the Chili Bowl. They thought the Legends were going to be more difficult, but it actually was the trucks last week. We'll see what the modified drivers do here tonight. A little bit more in the house here compared to we had 11 trucks last week. Nobody really wanted to try the trucks at the Chili Bowl. Tonight, modifieds, I think, what do you say, 23 here with us this evening.
Yeah, just about 23. iRacing iFly countdown clock. Well, it says 6 minutes, but I'm expecting that to be clicked over any time at all. They do not qualify. They've been out here practicing for about 20 minutes or so inside this 2/10 indoor Expo Center down here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We know it as a Chili Bowl, and I'm looking at the practice times, and something about it. I don't know, Todd, if you got the practice times in front of you as well, but the fast cars are out there lapping this place 11.1, 11.2, and then Andy Jones goes out there and lays a 10:44 down to have a tail end of practice after the track's been kind of all run it in and whatnot. I'm almost willing to call shenanigans on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he has some traction grabbers on there or something to go on there to just have that extra traction down the bottom, but definitely found a loophole in the track. I'm pretty sure of that for a 10.441. That's definitely lightning fast around here, but their 11.1 is the quick time so far, set by Justin Sick. So we're going to go with Justin Sick, the quick time so far, Phil.
I was going to say, maybe Andy Jones was a customer of iRacingIFlag.com, because if you don't have one of those, it's probably how you want to go as fast. Get a hold of our buddy Jeff Brown of iRacingIFlag, who I think just came in and chimed in here a few minutes ago. I'm not sure he's still there, but Jeff, out of stock, Jeff Brown.
Hey, now, come on. We're working hard to get the parts in, and we should be getting them in here any day, and we'll get that open back up so we can get them things pushing out again.
They're not coming from China, are they?
Unfortunately, all the boards that run this stuff are made out of China. Yes, they are. No matter where you go or what brand you get, they all come out of there. So.
All right, well, we're your source for esports racing, but going into the news, we're going to make sure you have a ton of hand sanitizer on all those boards, right? Because you don't want to be passing out this coronavirus thing there with product coming from China, do you? That's a risky proposition.
You know, it's kind of funny you say that. I got a bottle of Lysol here, so when I open up the packages and I spray it, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, it runs through my mind.
I apologize. I had somebody come to my door. I'm going to throw it back to you here, Todd, for a second. I got to take care of here. Give me a second.
Checker flag comes out here on practice, getting ready for heat racing action. Heat race number 1, getting ready to come to Poston. The starting lineup here, the Voiles Trucking starting lineup is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 2 machine. That will be CJ Howell. His dancing partner to the outside, driving the number 11 here tonight. That is Showtime Shane Kelly. And inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, that is going to be the driver of the 521 Landon Geps, and Justin Sick in the number 17 machine, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off 5th will be the number 81 machine. That will be Joey Lamb, and Brooks Trammell aboard the number 22. Kind of like that paint scheme, that number 22 on the outside there, rolling off in position number 6. And Shane Kelly actually in a different number, 444 out there. So 444 for Showtime Shane Kelly. Used to a 7 car, but tonight trying to throw us off the Kelter here. We get ready for heat race number 1 to go racing here out of turn number 4.
All right, I'm back with you, Todd. I apologize. For a reason I had the state police at my door, and I wasn't exactly sure why. I looked for somebody I didn't know, so I guess we'll kind of get set back in as you gave us a lineup there. CJ Howell, Shane Kelly, Landon Caps, Justin Sick. Those are your front 2 rows. Also, Joey Lamb, Brooks Trammell out there as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag and 15 laps around. Top 2 go into the feature event, and things happen here in about maybe close to 12 seconds. It'll happen quick. You've been here for the last month. I haven't been here in a while. This place is quite cool to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome to watch these guys go at it. You got the number 2 is CJ Howell, your race leader. Second is the 444 of Shane Kelly, who was the points leader. I think Colbridge came into this one. He might be the points leader, if not still sitting second. But Jameson did a double down, Phil. You missed him last week in the trucks. He won another event there. So he won the Legends, he's won the trucks. We'll see what he's going to be able to do tonight. The 521 Atlanta Caps running in that 3rd spot. Then you have Justin Sick, who set quick time in practice, running in 4th. Now 3D Racing, number 17.
Yeah, he's doing really good at that 17 as they zoom around this little 2/10 mile, working their way down off turn number 3 and 4, completing 5 laps on the books, 15 around, so 10 laps remaining, and CJ Howell is doing all the right things so far. He'll lead the way in that 5-car. Shane Kelly in for 2. Cap, Sick, Lamb, Trammell. That's your 6 cars. They're starting a little bit distant. CJ Howell, Todd, he's already structured out to about 1.1 seconds. Doesn't seem like a lot. Now Shane Kelly around for the 2nd spot around Landon, so Shane's going to be on the move. They're racing for 2nd, but that 1.1 seconds, that's an eternity here at Chili Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely an eternity. Watch these guys now book it out for that 2nd spot. And Shane Kelly has held on to the 2nd spot, but again, the CJ or Atlanta Caps machines look down to the bottom a couple different times, waiting for Shane Kelly to make a mistake, but Kelly able to diamond the corner through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway here to turn number 3. Again, Caps gets a little bit out of shape, and that's going to allow the door wide open for Justin Sick. Now Sick going to be beating on the door there of that 521 machine as we come through 1 and 2. Is now Sick gets out of shape down the back straightaway.
You got to imagine all the horsepower in these race cars, putting that foot down. You got to imagine there's a whole lot of wheel spin. Tough to control one of these things, but CJ Howell doing a great job. And is that a 444 on the side of Shane Kelly's car?
Yes.
Isn't he usually number 7? I'm wicked. All right, I'll have to get that one in my brain.
Yeah,
444.
He's throwing us curveball here, and I think he struck us both out, Phil.
Took us out, twisted one in the dirt, and you definitely got us down looking. I'll tell you what, I didn't swing. I was a pair of shoes. We weren't swinging the bat on an 0-2 count. We just looked at it. It was exactly what it was. But we lap around now. If we put we're gonna get 2 to go next time around. As CJ Howell is zooming around this place over Shane Kelly now under 1 second. Shane's beginning to run him down, but we got white flag coming next time by.
Yeah, off of turn number 4, we're going to see the white flag there for CJ Howell aboard the number 2 machine, diving off down into turn number 1. Has a pretty comfortable advantage over Shane Kelly. Then Landon Caps, Justin Sick, Joey Lamb, and Brooks Trammell. But down through 3 and off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 1. Going to belong to CJ Howell. And that number 2 machine, Shane Kelly, going to finish up second, third, Landon Caps, Justin Sick, Joey Lamb, and Brooks Trammell, rounding out your 6 cars here in heat race number 1.
That was a pretty quick one there, quite fast. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got 4 heat races to go. We're 1 in the books, and let's take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup for heat race number 2 on the pole with car number 4. That'll be Ryan Ayers, and alongside of Ryan with car number 73. I can't say the fastest car in practice. I don't know if it was a good lap, but Andy Jones alongside with car number 73. The number 18 starts third. That'll be Roger Smith with the number 67 of Sawyer Swatek alongside. Good to see Sawyer. Been caught up with him in a while. He starts to the outside. Over number 2 in the third row, the number 77 of Rob Fletcher and the 56 of Taylor James, making up our 6-car field.
Yeah, 6 cars. We have all 6 cars out there, Phil. Again, I believe it is only the... Yeah, it's going to be the top 2 making it on, and then we go into what we call the alphabet soup here tonight. So the number 4 of Ryan Ayers, and then you got Andy Jones, who said quick time, who was we were laughing about that earlier. It wasn't really quick time there for the number 73 machine. But he's been pretty fast here. The number 18, like you said, Roger Smith, rolling off third there in that number 18 machine. So thank you to Jeff Brown out there, star donations. I heard another star donation come through. Looks like Jeff Brown twice?
I see it twice. I think he really likes us.
Yeah, Jeff Brown out there twice. 2-star donations from Jeff Brown. Thank you so much. He says he says out there, Phil, as the green flag comes out, the best guys out there, and Jack too. That kind of sounded weird. So I'm not sure if he was calling a lady or something, Jeff.
Wow.
I don't know what he was calling you out there. But then he goes, oh, well, hell, 1,000. He said 1,000 more for Jack.
All right, and long we got that in there. Jack's the best.
You made it up.
Sure did. Jack's the best. This is the A-team right here. The threesome, you put Todd, Phil, and Jack together, things are going to turn muddy. Andy Jones's money, maybe that, 10-4, it may have been a little bit of a trick lap, but that 73 car, he's certainly quick. Last time by at 11:62, so not nearly as quick as that blistering lap of practice he put in there, but as he completes lap number 5, Andy's starting to scoot away from these guys.
You got Dandy in the top spot over that number 4 machine. Sawyer right there, too, knocking on the door in that third spot. The number 67 trying to get down to the bottom of the number 4 of Ryan Ayers. As Ayers right now holding on to the second spot. That'll put him into a alphabet soup, preferably the B main there, but definitely the 67 trying to make his way up through. Don't count out Roger Smith right there. Robert Fletcher running in the 5th spot too, Phil, in that number 77 machine. He's had some pretty good runs here over the season here that we got going on here at Dirt Series for the Chili Bowl Indoor Nationals.
I'll tell you what, knowing Rob Fletcher, watching him race the way we have over the last couple of years, the smaller the track, the faster that 77 car seems to go. So I'm not surprised at all that he's having a good night running in fourth. But we've had a change to the second spot. Sorry, Swatek, he is zoomed by Ryan Ayers. Ryan gets loose, having gets a little touch from Fletcher, and Ryan may go around. I don't know if it's enough to bring out a yellow or whatnot, but they are getting after it, and we had a couple of cars together.
Yeah, you got some more cars together over here, Phil, and they're definitely racing pretty heavy. It looks like the 4 are going to be able to keep it going. Sawyer going to move into that second spot. And now you got the 77 of Robert Fletcher down to the inside, the number 18 machine of Roger Smith. That's a battle for the 4th spot, side by side, coming off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. You can see them goose it, Phil, and when they goose it, they get completely sideways in the rear end of that machine, making a step out there. So definitely starting to get really slick for these cars, too.
I wouldn't know, because I only know how to mash it to the floor, let it eat, come around. I'm not sure how to drive the throttle pedal, so how these guys are doing it, I'm pretty impressed, doing a great job. But Smith and Fletcher having a good battle there for the 4th spot. But is Andy Jones running away with this one? He's got 2.2 seconds of lead over Sawyer Swatek. This race for third. Oh, they about dumped.
Oh, flipping upside down, Robert Fletcher.
I caught that one too. They were getting after it. It was a 4-car, the 18, the 77 that were all right nose to tail together, and Rob Fletcher just went for a ride. We get a yellow flag out there.
Unfortunately, there for Robert Fletcher, going for a ride over there, 1 and 2, battling it out for that third spot. So tough break for Fletcher. Fletcher going to have to join the tail end of the field, with the exception of looks like the 56 also being involved in that one too. It looks like yellow flag's not going to count. So this gets a little bit trickery here, Phil, because it's still, I don't think it's completely fixed here. So you'll see different leaders up here, and then it fixes itself finally as Andy Jones and then Sawyer running in that second spot. So it does show some things a little bit different, but they're really hard at work here at iRacing to try to make this work completely or all the way around.
I believe the last update may have rectified a lot of this stuff. I know it was broken here with the caution laps not counting, especially at 1 to go. So I think the pace truck is coming in. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to it. The green-white checker finish, Andy Jones, Sawyer Swiatek. That's going to be your top 2 Latritzers as we go back to green. And a great start there for Andy. He gets on it. He gets going. He's off of turn 2.
And Andy Jones right now, your race leader. Sawyer Swiatek running in that second spot. Third is that number 4 machine, trying to make up the difference. Sawyer going to go on the assault as the white flag comes out over the field. Andy Jones leading the charge down in the back straightaway for the final time. Off into turn number 3 here at the Chili Bowl Nationals. And we take it off at turn number 4. The 73 going to take down the win here in heat race number 2. Sawyer going to finish up second. Ryan going to finish up third. Roger is going to be just nipped at the line by Robert. Robert Fletcher going to finish fourth.
Roger Smith, and it's going to be, who was the car that was 6th there? As I lose my lineup, it was Taylor James, a 56. I'll round out the field there for heat race number 2, and heat race number 3 is about to come at you live in a big way. But want to give you guys a shout, as I saw Facebook live chat has been buzzing out there so far, and pretty quickly. Some names I see out there: Tom Fletcher's out there watching, Nick Richards out there, 2 brothers streaming out there watching along. TJ Stelcar, Cody Whiteside, Macaulay here. I don't know, a lot of new names out there watching on a Sunday night. I know these guys have been a great audience on Sunday nights. Dirt Series is a really good following, and I'm going to thank these guys. It's been a lot of fun as heat race number 3, Todd, is taking its way to center stage on the Speedway.
Yeah, heat race number 3 lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 9 machine, that will be Josh Ely in the number 9, and Tyler McGoldrick in the number 7 machine, going to roll off in position number 2. Rolling off third will be Mike Vanagan aboard the number 27 machine, and then Cole Secco in the number 75 machine, going to roll off in position number 4. Fifth starter sees Travis Pullen aboard the number 30 machine, and good old Big Country, the 199 and Jamison Colbridge here. Back-to-back feature wins. Can he make it 3 here tonight in the 199 machine, rolling off 6th?
Well, he's going to have work to do. He's starting tail end Charlie, heat race number 3, top 2, going to the feature. He's got 15 laps to get it done. And we know Big Country's got that big right foot. They stopped the loud pedal down. Let's go racing for 15 laps around a heat race number 3. And already we've got stack up there to 1 and 2 between Josh Ely, Tyler McGoldrick, and here comes Mike Denning, and Cole Suckow's there as well. Here comes Pullum from 5th to the lead to 30 car.
Yeah, and look who followed him there from 6th to 2nd. Big Country, Jamison Colbridge running in the second spot right there behind Pullen. Pullen now drifts up the track just a tad bit. Yellow flag going to come out. Har Motorsports yellow flag out on the field. And we have a Turtle, the number 27, or the 27, yeah, so Mike Vanagan upside down on his lid. The first TDR-Racing Turtle of the evening belongs to Mike Vanagan, Phil.
1 point.
1 point.
We have our flip count at 1. Oh, I get that big flip count 2. That counts as a flip there. Yeah, that's definitely a turtle on his lid. Mike Vanagan almost was a leader, but nope, back of the roof. 1 point scored. 1 point. Kick is good.
Yeah. 1 point. We're getting 1 point out there, so definitely got to thank everyone for tuning in while we're at it, Phil. Like you were talking, we were going through that. We've had over 137 viewers here. It's gone up to 160 at 1 point. Thank you guys all for tuning in to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Without you, the race fans, and anybody out there watching, without these leagues, we wouldn't be possible here. Don't forget to like, follow, and share us out there on Facebook Live. Even if you're on YouTube or Twitch, share it. Let everybody know the Full Velocity Racing Network is live and in charge here. And man, let iRacing.com know that we want to be on their darn ticker. We've been trying so hard for the last couple of years, and they still deny us each and every time.
You got far too loyal of an audience to not be on that ticker. I'll tell you what, as Todd said, just get on iRacing's case. Get them on that yellow ticker because we deserve to be there. We're so busy. We're racing for the lead. Big Country down the low side of Travis Pullum. It looks like old BC, that 199. He'll take the race lead off too.
Yeah, James Goldberg's wasting no time. Wants to get into the A main in that 199 machine. Just able to do that so far here, leading heat race number 3. Now a battle for the second spot. The number 9 of Ely rustles that away from Travis Pullum. Now put Joshua Ely to the second spot. Here comes the number 7 machine, Tyler McGoldrick in that number 7, looking to the bottom of Travis Pullum. Pullum was able to slam the door shut in that number 30 machine. So that's 7 just sitting there in the weeds of that 4th spot, Phil. But there's some great battling here going on in heat race number 3.
I'm really impressed how a lot of these cars take to this racetrack and really provide some good racing on a place, so let's face it, it was made for midgets or a lot smaller car than we have here with these Modifieds, but we have seen even the big Fettered Street Stocks put a good show on. The Legends cars sure did. So the trucks last week, even with a small crowd, was a great race. So this place really is living up to the billing. And I'll tell you what, old Big Country, we said going for a 3rd feature win of the Indoor Nationals. Well, he is well on his way to a win in heat race number 1, Todd, because he's put 10 laps complete, and he is starting to continue to drive himself away from Mr. Ely.
Yeah, definitely driving himself away just a tad bit there. Ely was able to make it back up through and Russell into that second spot, but Big Country, man, he's put in the work here so far at the Chili Bowl. Definitely making practice, definitely doing a lot of different things here. And he's looking to make it 3 in a row here, Phil, and that's going to be a feat in itself here. There's been a lot of great competitors here, and Shaden Kelly's been really, really consistent too. Oh, contact over there between the 7 and the 30, but they keep it going. 3 to go here at the line.
Got 3 laps remaining for the 199. He leads down to the turn number 3 and 4. You got Josh Ely riding in second. A little bit gap between himself in that race for 3rd, where Travis Pullum holds on. Tyler McGoldrick is there. Cole Suckow, he's running in the 5th spot. Mike Vanagan, after that little do-si-do on his lid, well, looks like he's pulled himself behind the wall. He is done for heat race number 3, but we're going to get the white flag next time by. And Jamison Colbridge, all 3 of these heat races, Todd, the race leader out in that clean air, they've been able to get a good gap.
Yeah, they definitely have been. Oh, contact. The 7 goes completely sideways here on the finish, but James Goldberg going to take down the race, winning that 199. Josh Healy, Travis Pullum going to finish up 3rd, then Cole Zuckow. Then you got Tyler and then Mike rounding out your field there. Couldn't quite get their names. I can remember their first name right off the bat as the lineup changes here. Heat race number 4, getting ready to come to Post of Oils Trucking. Starting lineup, Phil, coming your way.
We got 5 cars going to make the call here, and on the pole with car number 13 will be Caleb Ramsey alongside. It says 20 here. Should it be 83 on the side of the race car? Josh Smith on the outside of the front row. In row number 2 with the number 91 is Tyson Pankow, with the number 99 of Alan Bergen alongside on the outside of the second row. And rounding out our 5-car field aboard car number 24, our good buddy Earl Clements going to start Tail Gun Charlie here in heat race number 5. So we got 5 cars. So 6 times 4 is 24, but take away 1, 23 cars here inside the Tulsa Expo Center. Not too shabby on a Sunday night with a 2/10-mile racetrack. Some good racing proceeding, and we got one more trek to go before we start to play some soup. And I'm going to do a little love to some soup here in a little bit. I got a good rant for you.
Well, we'll definitely see what's going to happen here, Phil. Is Earl Clements not answering the call? I know I had a conversation with him earlier, but he felt like I'm not sure. He just if he's off the pace a little bit, he doesn't want to get in the way. I feel for Earl because I know how that is. I just told him to go out there and have some fun. But maybe we'll see him out here in the midgets here next week as we get ready to go racing off of turn number 4 of the iRacing.com Chevy Silverado down to the infield. Heat race number 4 on its way. iRacing flag, green flag is out. And Caleb Ramsey leading the charge here down into turn number 1. Josh Smith right there in that number 4 machine up on the top shelf of the Speedway side-by-side battle. Tyson Pankow running in that 3rd spot. Then you said Allen running in that 4th spot. So in that number 89 machine, but good battle for the top spot as Caleb Ramsey holds on it down the back straightaway.
And Josh Smith in our number 4. That's kind of odd for me to see, but hey, we'll get the nice looking car. Got to give some props to that one. Really good ride there for the 4 cars. He's pestering Caleb Ramsey, Tyson Pankow. Good 3-car race going on there as we had turn 3 and 4. Tyson, he is underneath Josh. A little bit of a drag race. Goosing off the corner, gets loose. God, it's tough to pass up this joint.
Yeah, definitely tough to pass. And that is the Racing for Cruz number 4 machine. I believe that's what it says here. I seen it a little bit there. I'll get a little bit of a background. What's that? Praying for Cruz? Is that what it says? Yeah, it says hashtag praying for Cruz. So some things going on there for AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz in his family. So make sure he's been out there praying. Josh has been making sure that he's out there, and nice paint scheme for that very reason.
Yeah, it's a great-looking car. Hope AJ and family are all doing well. Can certainly sympathize, using prayers for the family the last couple of weeks. So hope AJ's doing well. AJ, you're out there listening, or give us an update here at some point. Let us know all is well, what's going on, and we'll definitely out there. Thoughts and prayers there for the AJ Cruz, AJ Sideways as we call him. Hope to see him back at the racetrack soon. But Caleb Ramsey leading the way. Josh Smith, Tyson Pankow, and Alan Bergen back there. The 89 car running in fourth. 91 got real loose there through 3 and 4. I thought he was going to make a move in the 4 car. He lost a little bit of time, but maybe he was setting up because he had a good run through 1 and 2.
And he definitely had a good run there. The 91 of Tyson Pankow looking to try to make the feature 2 as he's looking down to the inside of Josh Smith a couple of different times. Ramsey's out there in that clean air fill. We've been talking about the clean air once they get out there. It's really tough to pass if you have a pretty consistent car, which Ramsey's been consistent here in heat race number 4. So Ramsey able to hold off the number 4 of Josh Smith as Josh Smith keeps catching him in the corner, but Ramsey just pulls him down straight away.
I tell you what, in the first 3 races we've seen, the leader was really gapped second place, but this one here, not happening. Josh is giving Caleb a shot and almost takes a peek to the low side, trying to make some room in the middle of 3 and 4. We'll try to get a 1 and 2 as Caleb's car is kind of up top. Josh has the middle kind of rolling, but we'll see. He's going to have 2 more trips around to get it done.
Yeah, Popsicle 6 going to be up in the air for Caleb Ramsey here in heat race number 4. As Ramsey dives her off down into turn number 1. Got about a 3 car length advantage over that number 4 machine. The 91 of Pankow right there too. Pankow trying to nip at the heels of Josh Smith as Pankow gets a little bit of the inside berm there. White flag going to be out for Caleb Ramsey. Already down the back straightaway in that number 13 machine. AJ Cruz running in, or I keep calling AJ, the pray for Cruz out there. We're going to finish up second, I should say, is what I wanted to say. 13, Caleb Ramsey going to take down the win. Tyson Pankow for 3. And Alan Bergen in the number 89 finishing up 4th. Ugh.
All right, so we are through our 4 heat races, which means it is time to play a little bit of alphabet soup. We're going to have 8 drivers scheduled to be out there 15 laps around, and just like heats, the top 2 will transfer into the B main. So let's play some soup. I haven't done soup in a while, though. You've done a little bit of it, but this will be a lot of fun. We got 8 cars scheduled. Will 8 cars make the call?
And top 2 going to transfer on into the B main, and the top 4 from the B main will transfer on into the A main. But starting the Voiles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, Alan Bergen in the number 89, and then outside of him, the number 81 of Joey Lamb. Inside row number 2, we will see the number 18 of Roger Smith. Roger Smith in that number 18 machine. His day is part of the outside. That is Tyler McGoldrick aboard that number 7 machine. Inside the very next row will be the 24 row of Clements. We know he's not going to answer the call, but Brooks Trammell on the outside of him in that number 22. Next row back, we'll see Taylor James in the number 56 and Mike Vanagan aboard that number 27 machine. Going to roll off in position number 8. We called for 8 cars. We have 7 cars out there answering the call, Phil.
And we certainly do. 7 out of 8. So I guess that's not a bad deal, but we got 15 laps around to get it done. And so just like the heats, we got top 2 we'll take in. First bit of alphabet soup. So now we got soup inside the chili bowl. And I don't have a spoon or a bowl with no food. I'm a grumpy fat kid, Todd. Let's go racing.
High racing, high flag, green flag out in the air. And we'll see if Bergen can lead the charge and continue to lead. Oh, man, there's a lot of bumper going on over there. Oh, more contact. Bergen there gets all kinds of out of shape. He's making more contact. And I tell you what, you get loose or out of shape, everybody's jumping inside your grave, Phil. And that's how they're making up them positions because, man, this is so tough to pass. But everybody gets loose. Somebody's right there knocking on your door and says, my turn. I want that spot.
I was in Joey Lamb's number 81. He started for the top 2 rows. He got, pitched on a line of the outside wall, the back chute, and all 4 tires were off the ground. Car was in the air, landed on its wheels, lost a lot of spots. So they were definitely getting after it over there. And now it's kind of strung out the racing surface as we complete 4 laps in. It's Roger Smith leading the way. Brooks Trammell now up in the 2nd spot. Alan Bergen, Taylor James, Mike Vanagan. That's the top 5. Only the top 2 make it to the main event, but already this one is already all strung out. And it's like somebody, I think it was the 7-car Tyler McGoldrick, who took a really wicked shot. He lost from 3rd. He's all the way back to 7th now.
number 18 of Roger Smith, showing the quick way around last time by, just a tick slower than Brooks Trammell aboard that number 22 machine, as he looks pretty fast too towards the middle portion of the track. But looks like it's slickened off a little bit here already in the C main here is Alan Bergen in that number 89 running in that third spot, looking for maybe something tragic to happen between the top two. As only the top two transfer on into the B main. Joey Lamb right now in a good battle with Vanagon, and that number 27 machine is Lamb down towards the bottom there. That's a battle for the fourth spot as now Vanagon hits the outside retaining wall. Give Lamb the fourth spot, but man, you got to go. It is go time, and hopefully we're seeing Joey Lamb trying to get up through the field, but man, it's tough as Roger Smith setting this pace, and same way with Brooks Trammell in that 22 running in that second spot.
Yeah, they've gapped the entire field by about almost 3 seconds, and they're kind of strung out, so this one has a little bit of a green flag feel to it, so Joey Lamb may be in trouble. 81 car is certainly quick, but may run out of time because we've completed 11 laps here next time by, and Roger Smith doing a great job leading Brooks Trammell by, looks like 3 or 4 car lengths. That's not a lot here at the Chili Bowl. It equals to about 0.6 of a second, but now up to 0.7. So Roger Stone doing a really good job, and already to, I believe, next time by, we're going to have 3 laps remaining.
Yeah, Roger Smith, 3 laps going to remain here as he go by that start-finish line. The 22 still running in second. Those guys have gapped Allen in the 89 machine as Joey Lamb now down to the bottom of the 89. Oh, man, Joey Lamb having a tough go of it here so far in the Indoor Nationals. And now Lamb makes some contact there as popsicle sticks went up in the air. But Joey Lamb moves into third, 3 wide racing now as Mike Vanagon steals third. But, man, Roger Smith and Brooks Trammell get the white flag as they're already off into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, they are, as that great race to third is happening. But they're going to be on the outside looking in because the white flag is out. That Roger Smith, number 18, he's in 3 and 4. He will take the checkered flag in the C main. It'll be him and Brooks Trammell that advance into the B. Looks like the night going to be done for the likes of Mike Vanagon, Joey Lamb, Taylor James, Tyler McGoldrick, and also Alan Bergen. Those drivers, they'll be all done for the night. Their night ends here right in the C main. So that's the beauty of the soup. You got to go from the C to the B. Well, the good news is in the B main, 15 laps around the top 4. We'll go to the A main, and this one's scheduled, Todd, to have 9 cars, so this could get exciting.
Yeah, top 4 here for the B main. It's going to go away like this, starting on the pole. Driving the 521 machine, that'll be Landon Capps. Just part of the outside, driving the number 4, that'll be Ryan Ayers. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, Travis Pullen aboard the number 30 machine, then Tyson Pankow aboard the number 91, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off 5th will be 3D Racing number 17 of Justin Sick, and outside him the number 77 machine of Robert Fletcher. Inside row number, I believe this is row number 4. That'll be Cole Suckow in the number 75 machine. Roger Smith will be on the outside there where he won the C main. The number 18 machine and Brooks Trammell round out your 9 cars. We will take the top 4 on into the A main.
Top 4 will go on. They'll have 15 laps to get it done. That's been the magic number here tonight. And you have to watch the progress of the 18 and the 22. It's always cool to somebody run the gauntlet of the soup. Yeah, it's only in the C, but I'll tell you what, it's always cool to see a guy take the C and make his way all the way to the A. So can those two get it done? They're 15 laps away from finding out as we go green, and we're already getting yellow. I believe somebody got turned around. I believe that may have been the 75 car.
Oh, it was the number 17 car, Justin Sick, around, and it looked like he went all around him. I want to say by his selfie. We're going to make sure that if he had contact or anything else, but he drives her off into turn number 1. I think Robert Smith may have got him just barely in that number 18 machine as he's trying to clear him to the outside. But I think Sick threw her in there pretty deep, and the 18 gets into the, I believe, the left rear, or right rear, excuse me, of the 17 machine, just barely. Not enough to say selfie, so just stick around.
We'll keep the stick in the bag. It's not coming out quite yet. Our first yellow flag here. We got 1 lap complete, I believe, or did we not even complete a lap? It says 1 on the board, so I wonder if that means we got a whole 1? Or are we going to go back to a complete restart, or whatever the heck we're going to do? But
looks like there is 15 laps, so we're going to go to
complete
original restart with the exception of the number 17 of Justin Sick. Justin Sick will be that exception.
All right, so we go back under the iRacingGuyFlag.com green flag. Let's throw it in the air. Landon Capps or Ryan Ayers. They're going to lead the way there in the front row. 521 versus the 4 cars. We get at it. We're in 3 and 4. A lot cleaner restart this time. Top 2 have broken away.
Yeah, single file right now on the final transfer spot bubble. That would be the number 91 machine of Tyson Pankow, Robert Fletcher right there. Then you have Cole Suckow and Roger Smith and Brooks Tramiel. Justin Sick are going to have to make his way up through too. That's going to be a long road to hoe here. 15 laps to do it now, 12 laps to do it, I should say. As Landon Caps is setting a torrid pace here, trying to make the A-main, just trying to run away and hide there, Phil. As we see a little sideways action back there, mid-portion of the pack.
I'm watching around where Travis Pullen is, Tyson Pankow's back there, Rob Fletcher, and there was some curious moments here with 3 and 4. 91 car almost had a little bit of help from 77. Rob let Tyson catch it. They're still going. Pullen got a little bit of hit there in the 30, but they're still nose to tail. Doing a good job so far. 5 laps complete.
Yeah, Pullen definitely fast here. He's been fast all week, or I should say the last few weeks here. In that number 30 machine, what car it's been, he's been pretty fast here getting the adaptation to the track. Travis right now running in that third spot. That's where the battle is the closest there. With Tyson Pankow, Robert Fletcher now. Fletcher, oh, Travis Pullen goes around. I think he did that all by himself. I think he clipped the inside apron there and took himself around. Yep, he did. All by his selfie. The 30 of Travis Pullen around as he hits the inside berm and goes right up in front of everybody else.
All right, so I don't know if you've been doing the selfie stick over here at Dirt Series the last couple of weeks, but what we do here, when you spin all by yourself, yeah, it's a selfie. We're going to give you a selfie stick because you want to get on TV all by yourself, Travis Pullen. We're going to give you here the Full Velocity Race Up with selfie stick. So everybody, if you can say, wave to Travis and say, hey. I don't think, Todd, you'll ever take the chance of that hey, because I'll take all that hate and discontent and all you know what comes with it, but that's what happens when I'm on the airwaves. You spin around by yourself, I'm going to give you the selfie stick. You're going to get a big old hey, and we're going to get everybody's attention.
My line is they spin around all by their selfie. So then you take it from there.
And it's a spinaroonie.
A spinaroonie.
That's right.
The guy flag, green flag comes back out here for the 521 to Landon Caps. Ryan Ayers now down there. Man, he was diving in the corner there. Oh, man, Pankow pancakes the left side of the 4 machine. Oh, the 77 around too, Robert Fletcher. Those guys stuck out right there. Oh, boy, Brooks Tramiel down to the infield, into the inside retaining
my
wall.
goodness.
Yellow, and you wanted to talk about a ping pong ball, Phil, or one of those machines. Oh, Travis Pullen still hitting Robert Fletcher there under yellow. I don't know if those guys are pretty pissed at each other. Nah, I don't know what Suckow is doing, but he stopped on the track and destroyed the 77. Not sure what that was all about.
That was extracurricular activity right there, and I don't know if that's really good racing etiquette or not, but yeah, I think it was safe to say Fletcher just got kind of trashed on the 75, so I'm sure there's some bent feelings, for sure some bent sheet metal. Short track, I mean, this is a
really
short. This is this is for short people. Where's Doug Lockrow? We got short people on a short track. Yes, that is right. If Dougie Fresh out there listening, we love you, brother. We love the short people, but I mean, small track. Next week we're in midgets here, so that's gonna maybe that'll be fun. But let's go back into the racing. Woohoo! That's it, Todd. It's 2 days around. We can run. Let's have a running race, me and you.
Yeah, okay. I'd be dead halfway around.
I wouldn't run 20 feet and probably drop to the ground. We don't run if we're on fire. What are you talking about? But we got fire burning here inside the Tulsa Expo Center as we go back to green flag racing. And now got a complete lap number 12, and they're still getting after it. Landon Caps leading Tyson Pankow, Ryan Ayers, and Robert Fletcher. After all the shenanigans that car has been through, he is in a transfer spot.
Yeah, Robert Fletcher in a final transfer spot there in the 77 machine is Roger Smith up to 5th, Phil. So Roger Smith coming from the C-main up to 5th. He's closing in, but I think he's going to run a lap. White flag going to come out this time around for the 521 to Landon Caps. Second going to be Tyson Pankow. Third right now, Ryan Ayers and Robert Fletcher rounding out the field. So those guys fighting it out, duking it out, down into turn number 3 and off at turn number 4 for the final time. B-main winner, the 521 of Landon Caps. Tyson Pankow for 2. The number 4, Ryan Ayers for 3. Robert Fletcher for 4. The rest go home on the trailer. And then we're going to have an A-main coming here in just a few moments, Phil.
We certainly do, as we got them set and loaded now. What is that going to be for a feature event? I'm trying to do some quick math. Looks like
11.
we're going to get 12.
12
going to be scheduled for the main event. So we're going to go out there for 60 laps around. But before we get feature racing tonight, we got one more article of business left to do, and that is to throw this thing trackside, pay honor to the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, first of all, we got to thank Kevin Dedman and the group Dirty Grass Soul for the awesome rendition of our national anthem. Thank Charlie Milder over at Milder Media Design for putting that together for us. Charlie does a hell of a job with our video work, our graphic work, and we thank him so much for his contributions here to Full Velocity Racing Network. Also know he's a big part of the DirtSeries.com gang as well. And we got the gang here on the group here, on the stick here tonight, the Chili Bowl, 60 laps around Todd. It is feature time.
Feature racing time here. The Indoor Nationals presented by Average Joe Paints here And the Voiles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 2 machine. That'll be C.J. Howell. His days part of the outside driving the 73. That'll be Andy Jones.
In run number 2 with car number 199. Looking for 3 weeks in a row. Team CCRD brings us Big Country Jamison Colbridge, and alongside with car number 13, Caleb Ramsey on the outside of row 2.
Inside row number 3, you'll see the 444 of Showtime Shane Kelly. And outside him, the 67 of Soros Waytag.
Car number 9 starts off next. That'll be Josh Ely with the number 4 alongside of Josh Smith.
Landon Caps in the 521 rolls off 9th. Tyson Pankow will roll off in that 10th spot.
Ryan Ayer with car number 4 starts 11th and going shotgun on a 12th car field. Car number 77, Robert Fletcher, as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag, 60 laps around. Let's get after it.
Yeah, 60 laps will be in the distance here. Ori 3 wide for that second spot there momentarily. Colbridge way down to the bottom side. He puts his car down there, side by side, and they're wrecking over in 3 and 4 already, Phil. They stacked it up over there. I don't know if they kept it going, but they did. They kept it going over there in 3 and 4. Man, that was a parking lot, but Colbridge takes over second.
Sure does. Around Andy Jones, Big Country is digging, and he's got work to do now because the race leader up there, that car number 2, that is C.J. Howell. Here is a 5 to 5 on the side of that car. A 2, 5. It keeps changing. It's a 2. It's a 2. All right, Phil, it's a 2, not a 5. I was going a little cross-eyed there for a second, but he leads the way. But, Big Country, he is starting to lurk him down at about 4 car lengths over in turn 1.
Yeah, Big Country right now running in the second spot in that 199 machine. Caleb Ramsey running third. Oh, he gets out of shape. Andy Jones now moves back into third. Soros Waytag now out to the outside in the 67 machine. He's going to grab fourth. Drop kick with 13 and Ramsey back to fifth.
Caleb got stuck up high, but now he'll throw a crossover move and try to come back to the low side. Sawyer will slam the door shut. He'll hold on to fourth, and he's under Andy Jones. Let's race for third over in turn 1.
Yeah, they're racing for third. They're also racing for the race lead there, Phil. Momentarily, Colbridge was down to the inside of C.J. Howell. Howell able to hold on to the top spot. Here comes the 199. Colbridge taking it back down to the bottom in the corner number 1.
Can he make it hold on? Big Country Jamison Colbridge going for his 3rd consecutive win in the Indoor Nationals here over the 6-week trek in week number 5. C.J. Howell holding on, but we have a yellow on the speedway. Yellow, yellow, yellow as we get 8 laps on the scoreboard. We slow it on down, and we'll take a look at a full velocity instant replay brought to you by jmaxstrong.com.
Yeah, looking to see what happened here in this replay here to bring out this yellow flag. Bill, I'm not sure what we're at here. Just taking a look. Really getting it here.
No, I don't see anything
weird.
The 4 car, no, there wasn't really anything there.
I didn't see anything. Anything at all.
No,
Shock debris. Shock debris.
Shock debris? Well, you know who would be able to tell us that? Jack would be able to tell us that. Nope, it didn't give him a debris because his iFlag would say debris. So sometimes there was some. Maybe the starter picked up his beer and just needed a drink and, let the flag go. Maybe. Well, let's go back to green flag racing now. 8 laps complete.
Yeah, 8 laps complete now. 9 laps complete here of the 60s who dive off into turn and number 3. It's the number 2 of C.J. Howell, your race leader. Second is Colbridge Big Country, lurking in the shadows there as he moves down to the inside, almost getting up to his door in that number 2 machine. But the 2 of C.J. Howell able to hold on to the top spot so far. The 199 of Colbridge trying to pull the hat trick off here tonight, trying to win the modifieds to make it a 3 in a row. There's a lot of heavy hitters right there directly behind him.
Sure is. You look right behind. Caleb Ramsey is there. Here comes Showtime Shane Kelly. Andy Jones, number 73. That restart was not very kind to the 67 of Soros Waytag. He restarted 5th, but issues off the first turn, and he's all the way back to 12th.
Yeah, that's tough there for Sawyer. Tough break for that 67 machine. He's back there just running around there with Ryan Ayers. Sawyer was able to get by him, but I think 67 just got up into the wall, up into the stuff where he didn't belong there, Phil, and that's what caused all that.
There's not a whole lot of stuff you don't want to get into, but he definitely found it. We had a good race going on back here for 6. Josh Smith gets a little bit of contact from Josh Ely. They stack him up at 3 and 4. Somebody about was on their side. I somehow think they didn't keep it going. Yellow flag on the speedway. I caught that over here. It was a Ramble the 9 car of Josh Ely, and I believe it was a 91 of Tyson Pankow. Somebody went for a ride, and I think it was Bubba.
Yeah, they all kept it going, though. I'm not sure why the yellow flag came out there, though, Phil. They all kept it going.
User left your channel.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
There was enough over there. I really thought there was going to be a whole lot more left of that than what it was, but they did keep it straight. But yellow flag, I mean, we saw Les bring out the first yellow flag. Second team High Motorsports yellow flag of the night. Maybe Landon Caps in the 531.
Yep, Landon Caps actually came to a stop.
Okay, they were leaning on each other over there, and it was right in that battle. That's what the 521 was, and maybe he got squeezed out of room or whatever. That definitely put us under the yellow, but it looks like it's going to be a very short-lived one because I believe lights are out atop drracing.com Chevrolet Silverado safety truck. He will pull back to the infield, and CJ Howell and Jamison Colbridge are going to be our top two with a single-file restart. They're in 3 and 4. They are on it. Green flag back in the air.
The green flag back in the air, lap 15 of 60. So yellow flag's not counting here this evening. Colbridge all over the rear bumper of that number 2 machine of CJ Howell. And then you got Andy Jones running in that 3rd spot. 4th right now is Caleb Ramsey. The 13 machine now goes to work on the 73 directly in front of him. The 444 of Showtime Shane Kelly, who's had a lot of good finishes here so far. Here in the Chili Bowl Indoor Nationals so far. Here presented by Average Joe Paints. And right now trying to work on another top 5 finish here in that 444 machine. Must be a borrowed car. Used to seeing a 7 machine driven by that by Showtime Shane Kelly. So I'm almost thinking maybe a borrowed car.
Maybe
stolen. Maybe stolen.
Ooh. I don't want to say that too loud. I just said the cops here looking for somebody, and hopefully not for a stolen car, because Shane Kelly may have got one out there in the 444, but Andy Jones up there running in 3rd. It's that battle for 4th that we've been watching. Shane Kelly and Caleb Ramsey. That's probably the best race on the speedway. 13 doing a good job holding on.
Yeah, 13 of Caleb Ramsey able to hold on now. A battle for the race lead heating up again, Phil. CJ Howell to the outside through 1 and 2 was able to hold on there over the 199 and put the distance down to 3 and 4. But I tell you, 1 and 2 is where Jamison Colbridge is faster than that number 2 of CJ Howell. But this time, Howell able to gap him a couple of car lengths. This time he's a little bit slower. As now Colbridge's tail whips the wall there with his right rear. So Jamison Colbridge making some mistakes here, running in that 2nd spot.
Yeah, I thought he had the run to maybe challenge CJ for the race lead, but CJ's been consistent on his line every single lap, and Jamison's trying to get rowdy back there, getting that thing, right up on the wall. He's ripping the lip up top and trying to do all he can, and it looks like he's regained that momentum, but it's 2 car lengths to make up, which is nothing at all here, let's face it. But it's going to take CJ Howell to make a mistake, and he may have just made it. Right rear's off the wall. Jamison is there.
And Jamison right there down to the inside is CJ Howell on the outside in the number 2 machine, able to hold on to the top spot once again. I tell you, the top shelf of the Speedway was able to be passed in the Legends car, and that pass was made by Jamison Colbridge, so maybe Colbridge giving up his secrets, able to work the outside of the Speedway, so gap once again for CJ Howell over Jamison Colbridge. Been watching a battle between Josh Smith and Josh Ely. The Josh battle been going on there. Smith now was able to get by the number 9 machine of Ely, and now Smith sets his sights on the 444 as Josh working the bottom to try to get around Showtime Shane Kelly.
This battle going on for 6th, and now a race for 5th there is Josh Smith trying to take the battle to a 444 of Shane Kelly. Shane keeps peeking down to the left rear to the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Good 4-car battle, nose to tail for the 4th spot as we head to turn 1.
A great battle going on here as now it looks like the 9 of Ely going to battle with Josh Smith, a battle for 6th and 7th there. As now these guys just fighting so hard to try to get back up through the field here. But CJ Howell and Colbridge has checked out on the field here. The 3rd on to probably about 7th or 8th now. Those guys all pretty much tight together as now Josh Smith hitting the wall over there. No, he rides up the wall. Leaves the door wide open for Ely. Now Ely looks to capitalize and take over that 6th spot.
I think that may have been a mistake on the 4-car because down in 3 and 4 the last time by, he almost yeeted Shane Kelly's 444. I think Josh maybe yanked the wheel to the right and kind of let it grind off the outside wall. So that's allowed Ely to come back to the low side. But that 4-car, it's got some big motor in there. He is digging. That outside lane is working. Josh Smith going to take the battle back again to Shane Kelly. Let's race for 5th off of 2.
Yeah, racing for the 5th spot last time by, quickest car out on the Speedway by 0.2 of a second was the 199 of Colbridge. As we're watching these guys battle it out here from 3rd on back, as Colbridge still has a little bit of a gap to make up on CJ Howell, but that number 4 machine going to the outside now of Josh Smith as he was able to get back and get around that number 9 of Ely. now looks for the triple four of Shane Kelly. As now here comes Robert Fletcher now into the fray. Fletcher in at 77 coming on strong here late after we're already above halfway home.
Yeah, we are halfway home there, Todd. 35 laps now going on the scoreboard of 60. And watching how the four-car of Smith's trying to work his way down to the low side of Shane. And I was going to ask you the perfect question. I think you're the perfect guy, knowing you're a local racetrack you've made laps on is kind of small like this. And, you know, when you find a lane for you that works, especially here in a 2 or maybe 3 lane kind of track, when you chase down the guy in front of you and he's running a little bit different line, how much does that screw up your rhythm having to change up something a little bit? Is that easy to be thrown off your rhythm at a place so small?
No, it's easy to be thrown off your rhythm at a short track period. It's just you want to be in your rhythm, and then somebody maybe running just a slight off of what your line
like
is.
Like that?
And, yeah, it definitely makes it rather difficult to try to keep it going.
Sure did, and I think you were around the same battle I was, because Smith and Mr. Kelly over there, they got together in 3 and 4 in a little disagreement of space. Josh let out of it, let Shane get back going, and that has brought Josh Ely and Rob Fletcher back into that mix. Good news for Shane Kelly, he has gone away from Josh Smith. He'll hold on for 4th, but we look back up front, and CJ Howell, he is, for the most part, held Mr. Jamison Colbridge at bay. It's about a half a second last time around, but look at that, equals about 3 car lengths, and now as CJ slips up, here comes Big Country back to the low side. It's so tough to tell at this place when you really have a good run or not.
Well, it's Colbridge has been faster, and a mistake by Hall over there in the corner. But for some reason, that wall keeps you going and propels you off of it. And then number 2 of CJ Hall able to hold on. But Colbridge has been faster every lap for the last 10 laps, Phil. He just cannot get by him. He goes down to the bottom, and that's not where he wants to be. Is now Howell trying to protect the extreme bottom of that number 2 machine. He's making that car extremely wide. He knows Colbridge is faster. Now Colbridge digs back to the bottom. Diamond by the number 2 of CJ Howell. Howell keeps slamming the door shut, but I don't know how long that's going to last for him, as he knows he's a little bit slower than 199 directly behind him.
He certainly does, and we got 15 laps remaining at tonight's feature event. Oh, Jameson gets a little bit of clip at the left rear of a 2, and he almost got completely turned around, lost all that momentum. Tough break for Jamison Colbridge, trying to go for 3 in a row. That effort may have got thrown to there, as now he has lost about 2 seconds. He had that underneath, and the right rear tire, right front tire got caught on the left rear, and I think it was either turn the leader or probably get away and almost hurt himself. I think that was the best move, because you never want to dump the leader.
I don't know. I think that was more of a contact thing that was going on there between those 2 drivers. I think they both met in the middle, so you can blame that on either one of them as he comes down the track just a tad bit on the 199. As he was being pretty aggressive by using the whole track, but that's part of the racing here at the Chili Bowl there, Phil.
You're absolutely right. You got to use all the track up they give to you. Maybe eat yourself off the wall and get a little skeet going, and or watch these guys all over the place up to get that right rear up on that cushion, letting it bounce off the wall. They're getting a run, but CJ Howell, his advantage now over Jamison Colbridge at 2.3 seconds. That's going away. You look back to 3rd, where you find Andy Jones, who has been very consistent. He has had a stranglehold in the 3rd spot all night long. Caleb Ramsey running back in 4th, and right behind him, at racer, he followed Shane Kelly. He is running 5th, a second and a half back to Josh Smith. Robert Fletcher's up there. Then you got the Josh Ely, number 9, and the 67 of Swiatek for a second. That was the best race out there. They've gapped themselves. So you got Tyson Pankow. That rounds in our top 10. Ryan Ayers and Landon Capps, the B-main winner. Well, they're behind the wall.
Yeah, they're definitely behind the wall. As we've been watching, I've been watching him, Phil. You said he was going away, but every lap, Colbridge has still been faster than that 2 machine. He's definitely reeled them back in, but CJ Howell right now holding on to the top spot, and he's got lap traffic in front of him. Is that going to be a determining factor here? As those guys fighting real heavy, that's the number 91 of Tyson Pankow and Swiatek. Those guys have been bouncing off each other, and they know that leader's coming too. They don't want to go lap down, but CJ Howell's clutching him at a pretty good clip. Does he want to back it down as we're going to get 5 to go here at the line? Colbridge starting to reel him in.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, and I have a lot of experience being that lap car with the leader running him down, and you have rights to the racing surface on a lap car, but you try to do your best to get out of the way. At a place this small, you sometimes can't with your best effort. There's nothing you can do. We've got a wreck right in front of the leader. Robert Fletcher went around. Swiatek got a piece. Pankow getting a piece. That almost caught up CJ Howell. The good news is for CJ, well, He's not caught up in it. He'll maintain the lead. However, that big advantage he had over Jameson is gone.
Yeah, that's going to evaporate. Now, I tell you, the 2 of Howell hit the wall pretty hard as he went up over the, looks like the 91's fender, but the 77 of Robert Fletcher going around off the bumper of Josh Ely. That's what originally caused this stack up in front of the leader. So, yeah, CJ Howell definitely going to have his hands full now. Is that 199 and Colbridge has been faster. We'll see if Colbridge got anything for him here on the restart of this run.
I'll have to wait and see. This will be a lot of fun. Looks like Sawyer Swiatek. Did he get caught a lap down as Fletcher goes zooming on by? And I believe the 3 cars that were just collected of that one all getting put back to the lead lap potentially, or maybe not. We're not going green.
They should have been. Actually on the lead lap still. Definitely.
I think they're listening to their spotter, and I don't think the spotter is. Well, let's see. Here comes Sawyer.
Spotter's on drugs.
Maybe he is.
Not sure what's going on there.
Somebody put something silly in the chili.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe, but we're going to wait another lap for the restart as we have kind of scoring issues get away here. I guess the issue now is we're trying to figure out, is a 67 in the lead lap, is a 91 in the lead lap, is a 77 in the lead lap? And I'm not exactly sure how the gang at Dirt Series will handle it. I know Josh and the crew always do a fine job, but
they're all in the lead lap.
We're all in the lead lap, so
according to our scoring and timing.
Yeah, that's what it shows here. I guess I'll wait and see. I think they're trying to do the right thing, but we are going to go green. Yep, Pace Truck is in. We're in 3 and 4, and with 57 laps on the board, let's get after it. Green flag back in the air.
Yeah, 3 laps to go here with the 2 of CJ Howell now. Actually, it's going to be 4 to go. It's going to be 3 to go this time by the scoring and timing really messed up on our end, too.
It is.
It's going to be 2 to go at the line here. Can Colbridge do anything with the 2 of CJ Howell?
We're going to wait and see as he's off turn number 2. He's down to about a half a car length. Can C.J. Howell hold on? He has led all the laps here tonight. He is in 3 and 4 this time. Popsicle sticks in the air.
As C.J. Howell now onto the outside as they come down the back straightaway here and into turn number 3. Now it's telling me the final lap here, Phil, so I'm not sure what's going on here. But the 2 of C.J. Howell looks like he's leading down into 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 here. Down the back straightaway for the final time. C.J. Howell dives it off into 3. And off of turn number 4, C.J. Howell going to take down the A main. Jameson Colbridge going to finish up second. Third going to go to Andy Jones, Caleb Ramsey, Shane Kelly, Josh Smith, Josh Ely, Tyson Pankow, Sawyer Swiatek, Robert Fletcher, Ryan Ayers, and then Landon Capps rounding out your 12-car field here at the Chili Bowl Indoor Nationals presented by Average Joe Paints.
That was a good little race right there. It looks like the 77 car fell out of wherever spot he landed. He'll finish up 10th. That was a great one. C.J. Howell, he somehow, Todd, goes green the checker. He'll go with distance. We will as well. We'll go next to the post-race show presented by BladeNote.com. I hope you'll join us there as well. We'll get these guys all screened out. We'll come back here live on your source for esports racing. All right, we are ready to lock and load the post-race show presented by BladeNote.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. If you need a great host for a great website, maybe a VPS server if you want to game or want to go big time with some gaming, how about a dedicated server? Look no further than our friends at BladeNote.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off. They'd love to hear from you over at BladeNote.com. We have C.J. Howell in the winner's circle here tonight. He will talk to Todd Stanton. I will run down here trackside now and talk to our third place finisher. And that is aboard car number 73. That is a good one. Oh, wrong one. Let me get the right one up here.
User was moved to your channel. User was
There
moved
we
out
go.
of your channel.
Wrong button. Somebody moved and got me all shifted around. But there we go. Andy Jones on the other end now. Third place finisher here tonight in the Chili Bowl. Andy, terrific job. A great run. I think you had one of the best cars out there all night long. Consistent in all the races. Tell us about your trek around the Chili Bowl this evening.
Honestly, I was just trying to hang on. I'm out of shape. I've done terrible at every one of these indoor races. And yeah, it all worked out.
Think about there's a variety of cars we've seen here the last couple of weeks. The Legends cars, the Street Stocks. You guys came out here last week in a truck of all things. You come out here to these mighty Modifieds tonight, open wheels, big horsepower. We talked about goosing these things in the middle of the corner, getting them out of control. How much of a handful of these things to hang on to? I know I can't drive them. You did a hell of a job to get third, man. That's got to be tricky around a joint like this.
Yeah, it's hard. You can run one good lap and then you hit the wall and you get out of rhythm, and it's hard to get back in the zone. But me and somebody made contact on lap 4 and bent the front ends. It was a handful the rest of the race.
Well, the good news is you kept it straight and, basically largely unchallenged from there for third the rest of the night. Andy, these are hard to come by. You're on the podium of the Full Velocity Racing Network, but let me give you the mic here one more time. Let you thank the great crew and sponsors and friends and family you have out there watching.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to thank JDI Signs and Graphics, my buddy Mike. He's been in the pits all night wrenching on this thing. And, yeah, that's about it. We're out of friends, so...
All right, well, here he is, folks. A great run tonight for the driver of car number 73, Andy Jones. Third place finisher inside with Tulsa Expo Center. We'll let him go back to it. And
User was moved out of your channel.
sure, I move the right people around the proper places because you never want to get in trouble around here. Tell you what, we'll walk down here a little bit further and we will talk to a guy who they tell me has won the last 2 weeks here inside the Tulsa Expo Center. And now a second place finish here tonight for our old friend, Big Country, Jameson Colbridge, buddy. It is good to talk to you once again, man. I think things have been going well for you. A second place run here tonight, so close to making it 3 in a row. I think you had a car willing to do so, but man, this place is awfully just tough to get around and pass.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race. I'm beating myself up here for spinning out when we had that big gap over third. I was all over CJ. I just was waiting for him to make a mess up, and when he would mess up, I wasn't there. So I love this little indoor nationals thing. It's fun to actually master a track that's small and it's not so big, and it's door to door, it's racing. So it's not where I want to be, but I'll take second.
Now, with the different changes in all these race cars you've seen over the last couple of weeks, including last week coming out there to NASCAR truck for all things here in the Tulsa Expo Center, the track obviously stays the same, a 2/10 mile. It's tough to get around any car, but what is it like with the different disciplines of how these cars handle the horsepower wide? I mean, it seems like you've taken this joint really good. That's got to be hard to do. How completely different are these cars and trucks to race at this place week after week?
So I'd say the trucks were the most to get a handle on, because you weren't turning very many RPMs. You were eggshells on the bottom. It was super slick, and then you get up into a car like this where we have grip, we have 2 lanes. You can move around, you can chase back down. It's not follow the leader, but I enjoy the different disciplines in all these cars. Some people are fantastic in the late models, but let's see you run a midget or a modified, or so it keeps you sharp, I guess, as a racer to get thrown into these different cars and run these each night.
All right, well, you talked about midgets next week. Big guy, little car. That's going to be fun next week. What are midgets going to be like at this place?
Well, I talked to the boys over at Spike. I guess they do make an extra tall chassis, so I won't have the giraffe neck sticking out the top. I'm looking forward to them. I mean, I'm hoping, like every other week, I just hope to make the show, and then it's my journey from then. So I'm looking forward to them. This is what this track's built for. That's some good racing in them.
Oh yeah, brother. What is good to hear your voice again, Jameson. Let me give you the mic here one more time. Let you thank your great folks that follow you. Team CCRD has been really busy. The paint has always looked sharp, dude. Take the mic from me and thank the peeps out there watching you.
I'm gonna thank you, Jack and Todd, for putting this broadcast on each week for us. Josh, Travis, Colton, Earl for putting this series on for us. It's a good race. You know, it's always fun to come here and run. The boys over at Aggressive, it's always a good topic to talk about in the shop. My girlfriend let me play this game. My little daughter for giving me some tips and tricks on how to drive these little bastards around. But CNC Race Designs, I made a post. We're trying to slow down a little bit and focus on my new job. So, I'm still taking odds and ends, but we're pretty slow there. But just thanks for all the fans, you guys. It's fun.
It's good to see this guy is doing well and doing some big things, and once again running really good out here. Jameson Colbridge, ladies and gentlemen, our buddy Big Country, a second place finish here tonight inside with Tulsa Expo Center. I'm certainly sure I'll catch up with him a little bit later on, but we have one more item of business left to do, and that is to take this thing down to BladeNote.com Victory Lane, where my buddy Todd is down there with tonight's race winner. He went the distance. CJ Howell, Todd, 60 laps. That's a great win.
Yeah, definitely a great win for CJ Howell in that number 2 machine here. CJ, he had Jameson Colbridge, who's won the two last events here at the Chili Bowl in different types of cars, but able to hold him off this time. Tell us about your race and how you really had to stay up on that wheel.
Yeah, I just knew he was right there, and just stay consistent and stay out the wall, and we'd be all right.
Well, you're able to do that. I know coming up, you guys are coming up on the lap traffic there, and that's what brought out our last yellow flag is the Tyson Pan cow number 91. Those guys were all fighting tooth and nail there for those other spots right there directly in front of you. What was going through your mind when you were catching that lap traffic so quick here? What was going through your mind of how to get through them, and then all of a sudden the car was around right there directly in front of you?
Just move them and just not let them screw me or wreck me, and just watching my time, just seeing how much he's gaining on me and get by them as fast as I could.
Well, it's definitely got to feel good here to take down a victory here, especially over the star-studded field here in the Mighty Modifieds here tonight. But give me the microphone there, CJ. I'm going to let you thank whoever we'd like to thank here for this big Debbie here at the Chili Bowl Indoor Nationals presented by Average Joe Paints.
HDRT Racing, Howell Racing Graphics, Tyler McGoldrick for spotting me the whole race.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking down the win here tonight, driver of the number 2, CJ Howell. And, man, that's going to do it here for BladeNote.com Victory Lane, Phil. But what a great race. And next week, the midgets here to cap it all off here. And another good run for Jameson Colbridge. I think that makes him, if he's not the points leader, he's definitely
got to be close.
Definitely going to be close in leading this one going into the midgets. And that's going to be an interesting race, to say the least.
That's going to be exactly right, and I'll hope to hurry over there next week because I know we got the Sunday shootout starting back up at DWRL next Sunday night, but we definitely will be here hopefully for we'll give Todd and Phil another run here next Sunday night at the midgets. Let's talk about that. Let's make a scout. I'm going to thank all you guys for playing along tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Got to thank the gang at Dirt Series, all the gang over here, Josh and all of Andy and Earl and all the guys. I mean, all the administration's got a couple more guys added to it. Don't want to mention them all and miss somebody or whatever. So thank those guys. Thank all you for playing along. Thank our great sponsors once again. Team Hart Motorsports, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, JMaxStrong.com, BladeNote.com, the South Texas Speedway, Milner Media and Design, Sheffield Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, TDR Racing League, JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, and iRacing Dirt Painters. For Todd Stanton, Jack Truan, Ron Piles, and the whole gang over here that make up the Full Velocity Racing Network, I am Phil the Cass. We'll see you back here next time live on your source for esports racing.
Good night.